Warm-up clock is about to expire. Game 2 about ready to get underway. See if KC can find the back of the net in this game 2. A lot of good looks. Just couldn't punch one in that first game.
That's why I felt that I'm like, oh, we got a lot better chance of surviving, but not so much. I was thinking more like kids because they have moves.
Quick offensive action by Kansas City. Smith take the face off. Bakta and Allender are your wingers. McClendon, Barron back on D. Omaha controls the face off. They try to flip it up and out of the zone. Comes back to the point and over the blue line. They clear the zone. Loose puck picked up by Allender, trying to play it back the D line, but it's picked up by Omaha. They enter the Kansas City zone. Shot high, glove save by Stutzer. Stutzer, who is in net for this second game here. Alternating goalies for Kansas City. Glove save. Stutzer will get a face off just outside the Kansas City net. JC across the blue line for Kansas City. He'll dump it down behind the net. Hargadine chasing after it. He's got Howard back on the point. Hargadine picks up the puck. He'll send it back to Phillips in the point. Phillips sends one this left to the net. Leg pad saved by the goalie, though. JC trying to disrupt that. Lost his stick in the process, and Omaha clears the zone. They play it up to center ice over the blue line. Phillips is back with Weisner. A poke check by Phillips. It sends the Omaha player behind the net. Centering pass right in front. Fanned on it. Centering pass goes all the way down to the other end of the ice. Played by the Omaha goalie back to his own defender. Pressure by Howard trying to keep the puck in the zone, but it's cleared up by Omaha. Eventually picked up by Hargadine. He'll sauce it over to Weisner. Weisner trying to get around some traffic at center ice. They smack it into the Omaha zone. Across the red line, no icing. Picked up by Omaha. They played out of the zone, but kept in by Brown. Brown right at the blue line. It must have come just over the blue line to get an offsides call. Face off. Won by Kansas City. Powell trying to chip it ahead. Poke back by Omaha. And Hill will run that down in his own zone. They're looking for an outlet pass, trying to find streaking left winger there, but kept in by Omaha at the blue line. Omaha chips it back down low in the Kansas City zone. Kansas City trying to clear it out. Eventually does come across the blue line to center ice. Brown and Johnson trying to get there, but flipped in by Omaha. Picked up by Hill. Hill sends it back up to Brown. Brown trying to chip it around some traffic. Omaha touches it up, though. Get a stoppage in play. Looks like there'll be a penalty on Omaha. Gonna get a slashing call here on Omaha. That'll bring the face-off back down in the Omaha zone. Kansas City goes to man advantage. They'll go with Smith to take the face-off. Johnson and Allender on the wings, and Barron and Weisner on defense. Minute and a half, man advantage for KC. Let's see if they can capitalize. Omaha wins the face-off. They'll circle behind their own net. Smith, forecheck pressure, disrupts the play. Johnson there as well. Another lazy clearing attempt there. Omaha not in a hurry to get it out. And Johnson and Smith with a couple good poke checks. Centering pass to Allender, couldn't get it settled, and Omaha picks it up, and they run it the other direction. They're across center ice. Poke check by Weisner. Omaha goes wide down in the corner. Circle behind the net, behind Stetzer. Centering pass goes all the way through the crease, picked up by Johnson. Johnson trying to get an outlet pass over to Allender, who was streaking, but picked off by Omaha at the blue line. They'll dump it right back in. Weisner chasing after it. They'll send it around the boards. On the near side, trying to get it up and out to Johnson. Johnson chips it out of some traffic, back over to Weisner. Weisner across the red line. Into the Omaha zone. Trying to get a drop pass to Johnson. Comes all the way back to center ice for Myers, picks it up. Myers plays it over to Barron. Barron across the blue line, looking for a quick snapshot. Well, he got a glove on it, but couldn't corral it. Kicks into the far corner. Johnson in a battle with Myers over there, but Omaha comes away with it. They play it back, trying to clear it out. Comes back to Barron. Snapshot, glove. Glove save, I should say, but he did not catch it in the mid. It tipped off the side of his glove. And lucky for Omaha, it just fluttered over the net. Good hard shot by Barron on target. Omaha goalie got a piece of it. Not a clean save, and it almost fluttered in. Hill behind the net, loses an edge. Omaha comes away with it, trying to get a centering pass, but Hill quickly back on his feet. He ties up the man, and Bakta digs it out. Bakta trying to play it out over to JC. JC picks up the puck on the far side. JC's streaking out. He's got Myers. Sauce pass up to Myers over some traffic. Just off of his stick, and Omaha clears it back the other direction. Barron plays it off the glass, trying to find Myers. Chipped back by Omaha, though. Moragas of Omaha dumps it in. Hill chasing after it behind Stutzer. Hill taps it over to JC. JC trying to break it out the far side. He gets it up and over some traffic. Stopped at center ice by Omaha, though. They'll try to reset. They dump it right back into Kansas City zone. Powell is there to return the favor and send it back out. Powell picks up the puck, trying to skate through some traffic at center ice. A couple of poke checks by Omaha. Looked like Howard stayed back on sides, but they blow it dead. So get a stoppage in play here with 7:40 or so remaining in this first period. Good chances by Kansas City. Probably a little more pressure than Omaha in this first period so far. Good to see them coming out firing. Omaha winning the faceoff. Plays up the left side. Powell and Hill, actually Powell and Klin back on D. Hargadine in the far corner. He taps it over to Powell. Powell trying to get around some traffic. Brown there as well. It's chipped ahead through some traffic into the Omaha zone, and they'll reset. Omaha circles in front of their own net. Howard applying pressure. They flip it up and out of the zone, but stopped by McLean at the center ice. Eventually picked up by Hargadine. Hargadine trying to chip it out, but he lost the handle on it. Loose puck right in front. Shot, and they score. Hargadine was trying to clear the zone there, just lost the handle on it. Omaha right there to capitalize. They beat Stutzer over the glove side. Top right side of the net, just over the shoulder. Quick strike by Omaha, and they go up 1-0. Weisner trying to play it ahead through center ice. Comes back to Phillips. Phillips plays it over to Landon Weisner. Landon Weisner plays it off the boards looking for Smith. Picked up, though, by Omaha at center ice. Pass comes all the way to the far side, or the near side, I should say. Top of the face-off circle. Quick shot by Omaha. I think Phillips may have got a piece of that. It was off target. Kansas City trying to clear it out. They play it up to Allender. Allender over to Weisner. Weisner across the red line. Skates ahead. Loose puck picked up. Drop pass over for Smith. Smith trying to find a look, trying to play it back to the point to Phillips. But he got poke checked away by Omaha, and Omaha rushes the other direction. Phillips ties up the man, kicks the puck into the corner. Omaha trying to set something up. Fluttering pass goes off of Smith as he blocked that centering pass attempt. It goes into the near corner. Kansas City trying to clear it out. Tied up, it looks like, on the boards there. They play it up looking for Johnson. Allender trying to jump a pass to the left D. He picks up the pass at center ice. The errant pass, I should say, from Omaha at center ice. Trying to play it over to Johnson. Allender and Johnson tie him up. Johnson comes away with it. Johnson trying to get through some traffic and play it back. Blocked by the Omaha forward. Didn't quite get through. Barron rushing back, though. Good back check by Barron. Long outlet pass. Looking for Bakta, but it caroms off the boards. They play on, though, as it was tipped by Bakta, so they play on, no icing. JC there to disrupt that attempt to clear it out. Omaha eventually corrals the puck. They play it off the boards. Comes up to Barron. Barron to McClin. McClin taps it off the boards, looking for Bakta, trying to bank it off there into the zone, but just out of his reach. Couldn't quite get it cleared, though. Bakta kept the play alive. Barron dumped it in just as Bakta was trying to get back onside. Stoppage in play here with just over 5 minutes remaining in this first period. Smith wins it over, looking for Myers. Karam's off the boards, and Smith plays it back to McClin. McClin trying to play it up, looking for Myers or Smith. Smith trying to skate through some traffic, and he comes away with it. Smith over the blue line, gets through some traffic, pulls up, trying to play it over to Myers. Loose puck right in front, cleared out by the Omaha defense. Good quick rush there. Myers and Smith, back and forth passing. Barron taps it ahead to Brown, trying to get through some traffic at center ice, but Smith chasing after him. The clearing attempt doesn't get out of the zone. Omaha corrals the puck, though, on the far side. They'll pick it up and skate through center ice. They're across the red line. McClin and Barron back. Drop pass. Disrupted by Barron, though, as he was trying to pull the trigger. Barron got there in the back check. And lost the angle here for the moment. Puck caroms down behind Stutzer. Smith picks it up. Smith plays it up to Brown. Brown's got Myers streaking. Trying to get him across the red line and dump it in for a line change. Good job by Brown to dump it in, buy some time. Hargadine with the forecheck, picks up the loose puck. Trying to tap it ahead. We're going to get a penalty here on Omaha as they boarded Hargadine. Good forecheck pressure by Hargadine there to disrupt the clearing attempt. Picked up the puck, took the check. KC will go on the power play. Hargadine, Howard, and JC are your forwards. Weisner and Barron on D. Power play for Kansas City with just under 4 minutes remaining in this first period. Let's see if they can tie it up.
Not 99.
Quick decision.
Hargadine wins it over to Howard. Howard and Hargadine play it back to Barron. Kansas City has to reset back on sides. Barron dumps it in. JC chasing after it. Good dump pass in there by Barron. JC getting there just when the Omaha player tried to clear it. They play it back down low, kept in at the point by Kansas City. Hargadine back down low to JC. Howard sets up in the crease. Hargadine and Howard with pressure there. Howard comes away with it. Howard trying to clear some space. Hits the brakes, but picked up by an Omaha player. 2-on-1 back there with Howard. Omaha chips it away, and Kansas City resets at center ice. Weiser gets around some traffic. Pass over to Howard. Quick snapshot by Howard. Blocked by the Omaha defender. Didn't get through the traffic. JC trying to keep the play alive, but gets cleared out. Barron chips it back over to Weisner. Weiser on the blue line. He's got Hargadine and Howard. He plays it back over to Hargadine. The face-off circle. Shot, glove save, and he hangs on to it. Howard was right there. Good shot by Hargadine, looking for the low right side. Goalie had a clear lane, though, no screen, and he put the glove on it, hung on to it for no rebound. Kansas City was right there with Howard looking for a rebound.
Stop catching those.
Smith on the ice with a face-off. Johnson and Allender are your wingers. Hill and Powell on D. Loose puck in front of the Omaha net, picked up, trying to get a backhand in there by Johnson. 27 seconds remaining on the penalty for Omaha. Kansas City trying to dig it out of a scrum behind the net. Johnson comes away with it. He's got Hill back on deep. Thought about playing it back. Went through the circle, got some traffic, and Omaha digs it out. Moragas for Omaha up the right side. Over the blue line, looking for a shot, blocked by Hill. Karam's behind the net. Omaha trying to set something up, but a good poke check by Kansas City. Smith taps it over to Powell. Powell's got Allender streaking and Johnson ahead of him. Powell plays it over to Hill on the far side, just off of his tape. Smith there trying to chip it ahead. Powell comes away with it. Powell across the red line. He's got Johnson. The poke check by Omaha disrupts the rush, but Kansas City's in the zone. Powell picks up the puck at the face-off circle. Loose puck right in front. Trying to get a backhand attempt there. It's cleared out. Comes back for Smith. Smith with a slap shot. Goes off the skate of an Omaha defender into the far corner. Full strength. Penalty is over for Omaha. Smith and Allender just dump it in at the blue line. They dig it out, and they'll head back for a line change. Johnson chasing after it, forecheck pressure. Puck comes back to blue line. Shift ahead by Weisner. Weisner and Phillips back on D for Kansas City. Johnson, Bakta, and Logan Weisner are your forwards. Omaha trying to dig it out of the corner there. Pressure applied by Logan Weisner and Bakta. Bakta digs it out of the corner. Taps it over to Johnson. Snap shot. Good hard slap shot actually from Johnson. Comes all the way back to the point. Phillips sends it back down low looking for Logan Weisner. Behind the net. Johnson there as well. Johnson comes away with it trying to get a centering pass. He plays it right in front but just out of the reach of Bakta. And it's picked up by Omaha. 2-on-2 the other direction. Phillips. Offsides call, but a good play by Phillips there. Tried to play it around the Kansas City defense, and Phillips got a stick on it. They got an offsides call anyway, which disrupted that rush. Just over a minute remaining in this first period. Pretty clean game, back and forth both sides. Just one little breakaway for Omaha is the only difference. Omaha wins the face-off. They'll dump it into Kansas City zone. Circles behind the net, McClin chasing after it. Centering pass comes on to the stick of Barron. Barron rushing the other direction. Barron's got Weisner in tow and Brown on the right side. Shot, glove save, and he scores! It looked like he had a glove on it. He snapped his wrist. I said glove save. I couldn't see the puck behind the net. The Omaha goalie kind of flicked his wrist like he had the puck in it. And then when he dropped his glove, I could see the puck in the back of the net. Quick shot by Barron streaking up the right side. Kansas City's on the board. 1-1, just under a minute remaining in this first period. Tie game. Loose puck picked up by McClin, trying to chip it through some traffic. Comes back to Myers. Myers plays it off the boards, looking for Smith. A couple Omaha players there. They send it into the Kansas City zone. Comes back to McClin. McClin looking for Weisner. Just a little too much heat on that one. Goes in front of Weisner. Omaha corrals it in their own zone. Omaha circle behind their own net. Playing it off the boards, trying to clear it out. McClin back on the point, trying to keep it alive. He chips it ahead to Myers. Myers backhands it back down low, looking for Smith, but just out of his reach, and Omaha collects it behind their own net. 20 seconds remaining in the period. Smith applying pressure. Good forecheck pressure with Myers there as well. Myers and McClin on the near side. Eventually dug out, though, by Omaha. Barron is back on D for Kansas City. He'll backhand it over to Logan Weisner. Logan Weisner dumps it in to keep the play on side. He'll head back to the bench, and that'll do it for the first period. Kansas City evens it up late, just under a minute remaining in the period, and Barron scores to make it 1-1. Kansas City ties it up heading into this second period. Kansas City with some good pressure in the second game here. A little more offensive time in the O-zone for KC compared to the first game.
Well, even if they break their arm, then they have, so many.
Smith will take the face-off with Allender and Bakta on the wings. Barron and McClin on D. KC wins the face-off. McClin trying to play it over to Barron. Barron backhands it back into the neutral zone. Just out of the reach of Smith, though. Omaha sends it right back up. Barron trying to jam it up there. Gets it over to Allender. Smith ties up his man, and Allender comes away with it. Allender's got Bakta streaking in the crease. Pass right on target. Stick saved by the Omaha goalie. Kicks behind the net. Couldn't corral the rebound. Kansas City trying to stuff in a rebound there, but Omaha digs it out, and they'll rush out of the zone the other direction. They're up the right side, through the neutral zone, into the Kansas City zone. The far side, McClin forces the player wide. Smith there with some support as well. Good poke check by Smith. McClin sends it up to Bakta. Bakta's got Allender streaking. Bakta plays it up to Allender, just out of his reach, goes off of his stick into the Omaha defense, and they'll play it back down in the Kansas City zone. We got an icing call. They'll bring the face-off back down in the Omaha zone as they cleared it across both red lines, untouched. Howard, Hargadine, and JC are your forwards. Wisner and Phillips back on D for Kansas City. Hargadine wins it back to JC. JC plays it over to Phillips. Phillips back up to Wisner. Off of his stick. Omaha clears the zone. Wisner trying to chip it back in, but Omaha digs it back out. They're up the left side. Hunzinger with the puck. Centering pass right in front. Covered up by Stutzer. Hunzinger for Omaha is one of the players that plays with several of the Kansas City kids on the summer team, in addition to the goalie Stewardson, Moragas, and a few others.
It's heavy bag.
Hargadine take the face off. He wins it back to Wisner. Wisner spins around, evades some traffic, plays it off the boards looking for JC. JC, the backhand pass over to Hargadine. Hargadine rushing up with Howard and JC in tow. Hargadine through some traffic. Poke checked away, though, by Omaha. Comes back to the neutral zone. Phillips corrals the puck, trying to play it ahead to Howard. He gets it through some traffic over to Howard on the far side. Howard trying to chip it over to Hargadine. Hargadine looking to get it over to JC, but a poke check by Omaha. They disrupt the rush. Omaha coming back the other direction. Shot, glove save by Stutzer. He'll just hang on to that one, get a whistle. Going to go high over the crossbar, but he hung on to it. Stoppage in play. Just under 10.5 minutes remaining. KC wins a face-off. Hill plays it over to Powell. Powell over to JC. JC trying to play it off the boards. Poke checked away by Omaha. Eventually corralled though by Jason. He chips it ahead to Hargadine. Hargadine across the blue line. He's got Howard in tow. Good back check by Omaha though. They disrupt that rush. Hargadine trying to get a centering pass, but Omaha disrupts it. They pick it up in their own face-off dot. Up and out of the zone. Disrupted by Hilgo. Try to dump it in again, but he goes off the skate of JC, and Hargadine flips it back up to Howard. Howard gloves it down. Across the blue line. Turns, sends a backhand pass behind the net looking for JC, but picked up by Omaha. They try to clear it out, but picked off by net for Logan Wisner looking for a wraparound. Loose puck in front. JC with the quick shot. Probably got redirected, kicked into the far corner. Might have been a stick save. We're going to get a penalty here on Hill. It looks like Hill tripped him up from behind. Hill will go to the box and the tripping call right around the blue line as Omaha cleared the zone. Hill got a stick in there, tripped up the player. That'll bring the face-off down in the Kansas City zone. McClin picks up the puck, trying to clear it out, looking for Johnson, an outlet pass, but it's tipped. They wave off icing, but it's just out of Johnson's reach. Johnson chasing after it in the far, or the near corner, I should say. Omaha with several players there, though. They poke check it away, and they'll come out the other direction. Smith at center ice. Trying to get a poke check there, but it's dumped in by Omaha. McClin picks it up behind his own net, trying to clear it out. Comes over to Barron. It's chipped up to the point, but kept in by Omaha. Omaha eventually regroups, though. Pressured by Johnson and Smith. They disrupt it and clear the zone. Omaha again at center ice. Left D to right D, trying to set something up at center. They'll dump it in. Barron's there to collect the puck. They'll flip it up and over the traffic, and we'll get an icing call as that was untouched all the way end to end across both red lines. We'll get another stoppage in play here with 8.5 minutes remaining in the second period. Bachta takes the face off, taps it over to Allender. Allender trying to streak through some traffic, just almost settled the puck and had a little rush out of the zone there, but it got poke checked away back into the Omaha defense. Phillips plays around the boards looking for Bachta. Kept in by Omaha, but Bachta there, chip it right back up the boards. Bouncing puck right in front, floats all the way down into the blue paint. Stutzer covered it up. 14 seconds remaining on the penalty to Hill. Omaha wins the faceoff. They play it back to the right D. They'll dump it back down low. Phillips and Weisner on D. Phillips in the crease. Weisner behind the net. Omaha collects the puck, trying to set something up around the faceoff circle. Weisner plays the man. They play it to the other side. Phillips on the near post here. Clearing attempt by Allender, kept in at the point, but eventually smacked out by Bachta. Great job to clear that out of the zone. Kansas City back at full strength. Loose puck picked up by Weisner. Weisner trying to get around some traffic. He's got Allender and Bachta. He chips it off the boards for Allender. Allender picks up the puck and he'll dump it in. Allender heading back to the bench. Myers behind the net, applying some pressure. Smith chasing after it. Myers over to Smith. Brown back there as well. The puck gets chipped out over some traffic though. Kept in by Myers. Good poke check by Myers. As Omaha was trying to clear it out, Myers disrupted that. Phillips and Weisner back on D. Quick snapshot. Phillips plays the man. He forces a quick shot. Glove save by Stutzer, and he hangs onto it. Puck up and over the crossbar. Good chance there for Omaha. Cleared out by Brown. Brown plays it over to Johnson. Johnson has Smith in tow. 2-on-1 break. Quick shot. Loose puck right in front. Johnson trying to corral the rebound. It gets kicked out by the Omaha defense. Quick shot by Johnson. The goalie could not settle it. Just as Johnson was trying to get a crack at the rebound, it was cleared out by the Omaha defense. It looks like we're going to get another Kansas City penalty. Tripping call on Hill. Hill goes back to the box with his second tripping penalty of the period. Kansas City goes back on the penalty kill. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Kansas City wins the face-off, trying to clear it out. Goes off of a skate. Barron trying to clear it out, but goes off the skate of an Omaha player, and they kept it in. Smith eventually takes a crack at it, and he clears it out. They're going to call icing, though. No icing allowed on the penalty kill. They've got their arm up, and they blow it down. That'll bring it back down to the Kansas City zone. No icing on the penalty kill in youth hockey, for the most part. You do see a tournament or two where they allow it, but Omaha wins the faceoff. They play it back to the left D, quickly over to the right D. Snapshot from the faceoff top of the faceoff circle, turned aside by Stutzer. Stick save. Johnson corrals it. He goes around some traffic, plays it over to Smith. Smith through the neutral zone, dumps it ahead, chasing after it. Good forecheck pressure by Smith, trying to dig it out through some traffic and play it back to McClin. McClin plays it back down low around the glass, looking for Johnson behind the net. Johnson picks up the puck, plays it back to Smith. Smith over to Johnson, comes all the way back to the point. Shot from the face-off circle by McClin. Loose puck in front. They tap it in again to the crease. Covered up by the Omaha goalie. Good pressure. A good forecheck by Smith, and Johnson down low behind the Omaha net created that opportunity. A couple cracks at it, eventually covered up by the Omaha goalie. Omaha controls the face-off. They play it right D to left D and clear the zone. Just out of the reach of the forward, though, and Barron sends it back through the neutral zone over to Weisner. Weisner trying to dump it in, but it goes off the leg of an Omaha player, and they'll rush the other direction. 20 seconds remaining on the penalty to Hill. Barron ties up his man behind the net, kicks it over with his skate over to Logan Weisner. Weisner trying to get it back out of some traffic. He taps it over to Barron. Barron circles behind his own net, looking for an outlet pass. He's got Hargadine up the far boards. He'll skate it out and then tap it ahead to Hargadine. Hargadine rolls back on D momentarily. Omaha dumps it in. Below the net for Omaha. McClin and Barron applying pressure. Centering pass picked off by Barron. Barron flips it up and out of the zone. Full strength now for Kansas City. Myers with a poke check. McClin on the far corner. Turned aside by Stutzer with the stick save. He kicks it back into the corner. McLean sends it up to Myers. Myers trying to get it through some traffic. He does. Gets it up. Not quite out of the zone, though. Kept in right at the blue line by Omaha. McLean some traffic. Hargadine's got one man to beat. He plays it back over to Weisner. Weisner pulls the trigger, but he's poke checked the last second. Hargadine back to Weisner, trying to set something up behind the net. 2 Omaha players back behind the net with Hargadine and Weisner. Phillips and Landon Weisner back on D as Omaha plays it up the near side there across the blue line. Myers is back checking. Weisner forces his man behind the net. Phillips sets up shop in the crease. Centering pass, poked aside by Phillips. Comes back to the point. Slap shot. Doesn't get through the traffic. Weisner kicks it aside. Landon Weisner kicks it aside when it was in the crease. Howard, Myers, and Hargadine are your forwards. Omaha plays it back to the left D. Shot, stick, or leg save, I should say, by Howard. Doesn't get through. Omaha dumps it back down low. Phillips plays the man behind the net. Comes away with the puck. Trying to play it up the sideboards. Loose puck in front. Kicked aside and out. Back comes to the left D. Another shot. Kicked aside. I think Howard had a skate on that one again. Omaha with another centering pass. Picked off by Howard, though. Howard comes away with the puck. He's streaking with Landon Weisner on his right side. Howard trying to get through some traffic. It's still in the zone. Myers chips it ahead. Loose puck right in front. Howard lost an edge right when the puck was coming to rest in the face-off circle. And Omaha heads the other direction. Phillips back on D. Landon Weisner back checking. Pass disrupted by Landon Weisner, and he comes away with it after the stick save. Playing it ahead, looking for Allender, who is streaking down the right side, but Omaha disrupts that. Gets tied up here on the near boards. Just under 3 minutes remaining. Omaha dumps it back into Kansas City zone. Weisner chasing after it. He'll play it bomb behind his own net over to Phillips. Phillips looking for Allender. Allender with a chip pass over to Howard, trying to get it through some traffic. He plays it up to JC. JC will play it off with his skate and just dump it in. He's across the red line. He'll head back. Some of the line is changing for KC after the dump in. JC applying pressure. Comes away with the puck at the face-off dot. 2 minutes remaining. Howard got tripped up, back on his feet in the face-off circle. JC comes away with the puck in the far corner, trying to get a centering pass.
Stay strong, Cosby, strong!
Powell back on the point on the right side, Hill on the left side. Allender chasing after it in the far corner. Omaha trying to clear it out. Hill trying to keep it alive, but it comes back and out of the zone. Kansas trying to get back on sides. Puck gets poke checked away into the zone. Several Kansas City players face off, I should say the bench door in the zone created an offside, so we get a face-off just outside the zone. Just under 2 minutes remaining in the second period. Poke check by Hill disrupts that rush. At center ice, Omaha eventually just backhands it back into the zone. Powell and Hill back on D. Hill comes away with the puck in the far corner. Trying to chip it over to Smith. Smith will dig it out. Smith gets tied up behind his own net, but Powell comes away with it. Powell trying to play it up on the far side over to Bakta. Bakta chips it up and out of the zone. Omaha will regroup as they corral the puck at center ice. Circle quickly around their own blue line and dump it right back into Kansas City zone. That'll be an icing call as it crossed both red lines untouched. That brings the face-off back down in the Omaha zone. Omaha wins the face-off. They play it behind their own net. D to D, trying to clear the zone. It comes up and out of the zone. Streaking up the left side. Powell back on D. Smith back checking. Great back check by Smith as he disrupts that play. Brown there as well to dig it out. Omaha comes with the loose puck to the face-off circle. Backhand attempt goes off the post. Omaha corrals the rebound. They drop it back, trying to get a shot back on the D, but it's poke checked away by Kansas City. Smith there as well. Centering pass gets picked up by Hill. Hill playing it over to Bakta. Eventually does clear the zone. Omaha will regroup. Bakta chips it away, plays it over to Smith. Smith taps it over to Powell. Powell around some traffic. Brown onside on the blue line. Quick shot by Powell. Leg pad saved by Stewartson of Omaha. Puck comes all the way back to center ice on the rebound. Powell back checking. Scoops it up and dumps it right back in for Kansas City. Brown in the near corner applying pressure. McClin back on D. The puck turns all the way down. We'll get an icing call here. With 13 seconds remaining in the period. One more good opportunity for Kansas City maybe. If they can win the faceoff, get a shot or two. Face-off win by Omaha, trickled back to the crease, picked up by the defender. Moore skated up the near side, cross ice pass. Barron there to disrupt that as the pass went off of the player's stick, bounced a little bit, and corralled by Logan Weisner as he was streaking down trying to get a shot, but that'll do it for the second period.
Now he's on the way here. He goes, what kind of sports are on today? I said hockey on YouTube if you want.
So right now they're not playing. When they're playing, we're going to fix we're not blocking.
We have to stand there and watch it, which is kind of hard to do.
One of my friends
I was too. I could not also.
All right, one period to go against the Omaha Mavs black team. Tomorrow they'll face the red team, so this is their last period against Mavs black. Tie score going into this third period. Let's see if KC can break the tie. Bachta taps it over to Smith. Smith's getting around some traffic on the far side. Hits the brakes, trying to buy some time. Centering pass right in front, looking for Bachta. Good pass by Smith. It trickled through the crease. Picked up by McClin down low. Looking for a centering pass again. Looking for Smith. Gets through all that traffic over to the far side. And Omaha clears it out. Barron chips it over to Bachta on the near side. Just out of his reach, though. Omaha there as well to pick up the loose puck, trying to play it behind the net, but Smith is there. Smith digs it out. He'll skate it up the far side. He flips it up and out into the Kansas City bench. Looks like it almost caught the coach. With a face-off in the Kansas City zone. Argadine digs it out, plays it over to JC. JC got tied up momentarily, but they clear the zone. They stop it. Nice. Sorry, keeping tabs on the Big 12 championship in the background here. Phillips plays it up and head, looking for Howard. Howard picks up the puck behind the Kansas City net, circles around, trying to get a wraparound. Stuffed by the Omaha goalie. Another centering pass comes back to Phillips. Phillips with a shot. Goes wide left, comes up to Hargadine. Hargadine picks it up behind the net. He'll try to wrap around. He plays it over to JC, actually. It trickles back to Weisner. Weisner plays it back down low. Over to Hargadine. Hargadine gets around some traffic in the face-off dot, tries to sauce it over. Shot scored! Hargadine sauces it through some traffic over to Howard. Howard backhands it in. Kansas City's up 2-1. Hargadine to Howard on that one. They connect. And the second goal of the game. It's a tough Omaha team who's won a couple big tournaments this year. They recently won a tournament in Littleton, Colorado over Thanksgiving break. And the same tournament the boys were in Chicago recently was won by this Omaha team as well. Phillips chasing after the puck in his own zone. They'll play it around the corner. Looking for Howard. Howard trying to chip it ahead to Hargadine. Hargadine comes away with it. Sauce pass over for JC. JC gets through some traffic, plays it under a stick and dumps it in behind the Omaha net. Omaha trying to get through some traffic. Howard pinching down the left side. Howard tied up on the boards. Hargadine there in support as well. Hargadine comes away with it. He skates to the face-off dot, looking for the top corner. Shot it just over the crossbar. Landon Weisner pinching down low. Comes away with it. He's in the face-off circle. Looking for a quick snapshot. He shot it over the other side. Two good shots by Kansas City over the left corner and the right corner. One by Hargadine, one by Weisner. The second one by Weisner went up and over into the netting. And we get a stoppage in play. You don't want to fumble it, but you don't want to put it all in the kicker either. Face-off control by Omaha. They'll circle down below the red line, then they'll play it up the far boards. Long cross-ice pass over to the right side. Hill back on D. Hill forces his man to take a shot. Turned aside by Stutzer. Centering pass fanned on by the Omaha forward right in the crease. Chipped out by Hill. Myers chasing after, comes back to the left point. They'll dump it back down low. Powell is there to intercept that pass. Powell plays it up to Myers. Myers chips it up. Doesn't quite get out. Kept in right at the blue line by Omaha. Omaha circling around, trying to get a centering pass. Chipped aside. I think Powell got a stick on it. Myers is over there trying to chip it out as well. Shot, glove save by Stutzer. Kicked out by Hill. First save by Stutzer. Dropped the puck right down in the blue paint, and Hill kicked it out. Hill and Powell trying to clear it out. Loose puck trickles back towards the Kansas City crease, but intercepted by Johnson. Johnson trying to play it up to Myers. Intercepted, though, by Omaha. They pinch back down low, trying to get something set up. Johnson and Myers there as well, poke checking it away. Comes back, trying to get a slap shot, but a poke check by Johnson disrupts that, and Powell cleared off the boards, banking it, buying some time, no icing. Line change for Kansas City. Omaha with a quick shot, blocker save by Stutzer. Puck caroms out to the blue line. Allender comes away with it. Allender's got Brown streaking. He'll flip it into the zone. Omaha clears it out. Poke check by Barron. Play to the right side. Disrupted McClin there as well. Omaha regroups. Quick shot goes behind the net. Wide right. Caroms all the way back to the blue line on the left side. Kept in, though, at the point by Omaha. McClin chasing after the near side. Trying to chip it ahead to Allender. Kept in, though, again by Omaha. Picked off by Allender, and he sends it up to Brown just out of his reach. Kansas City does clear the zone, but just out of the reach of Brown. Brown and Smith there. Smith trying to dump it in. It hit an Omaha player's glove. They didn't blow it dead. Omaha pinching down below the net. Behind Stutzer, trying to set something up. Smith applying pressure. Barron there as well. Barron ties up the man with Smith. Loose puck dug out by Omaha. McClin there with a great poke. McClin digs it out. He skates it up the blue line. They clear the zone. McClin trying to find some space. Letting skate on. Brown was just over the line as McClin was skating through. Offsides call disrupts the rush. Just under 7 minutes remaining. KC wins the face-off. They play it back to Phillips. Phillips plays it back over to Logan Weisner. Logan Weisner, Mohawk moves, spins around some traffic, trying to get it over to Johnson. Johnson and Weisner in the battle, but Omaha comes away with it. Marucker piece of it and sent it high, or it was shot high. Johnson comes away with it. He plays it over to Logan Weisner. Logan Weisner across the blue line. Johnson hitting the crease. Weisner plays it off the backboards. Picked up by his brother Landon. He plays it back down low for Johnson. Johnson centering pass right in front. Turned aside by the Omaha defender. Picked up by a forward, and they'll skate it out. Omaha across the blue line, trying to get a centering pass. Poke check to... Bill picks up the loose puck behind his own net. Playing it over on the sideboards for JC. JC with a touch pass, trying to find Hargadine streaking, but just out of his reach, and Omaha sends it right back in. Just over 5 minutes remaining in the third period. Powell playing it over to JC, trying to clear the zone, kept in by Omaha. They overskate it momentarily, and then they'll play it back in the near corner. Omaha with the centering pass, turned aside by Powell, goes behind the net. JC there with another poke check, sends it back behind the net. Hill playing it up the near side, trying to find Howard. Howard chips it off the boards all the way to the other end, but we'll get an icing call, but it does give KC a chance for some fresh legs, line change, face off back down in the Kansas City zone. KC wins the face-off. Clint digs it out, plays it up the boards. Banks it, goes into the neutral zone, where Omaha corrals it. Forecheck pressure by Smith. Myers there as well, trying to disrupt the play, and they do. Smith comes away with it. Smith streaking across the blue line. Trying to find some space for a pass. He'll drop it back to Weisner. Weisner trying to play it back down low to Smith. Smith and Weisner get tied up, and Omaha comes away with it. Smith looks like he might be favoring his shoulder. He might be injured. Smith is going to skate off slowly, holding his arm. But he's going to play on. He's slow to come out of the corner. He's right back in the scrum. Omaha eventually digs it out. They skate across the blue line, just offsides. Get a stoppage in play here with just under 4 minutes remaining in the contest. Omaha controls the face-off. They play it over the right winger, trying to play it back to the D, but good pressure by Bach to disrupt that. Goes into the Kansas City bench. And we'll get another stoppage in play here. As John Scott Dixon taking a couple flying pucks over the bench there. Got to be on your toes. Casey wins the face-off. They play it back to Barron. Barron chips it around behind his own net, looking for either McFlynn or Bachta. Omaha's there, though, to tie up the clearing attempt. Trying to play it back to the right D. Tied up by Kansas City. They do come away with it right through the crease in the slot. Quick shot. Looked like it might have went high or wide. I'm not sure if Stetzer got a piece of it. Rebound gets cleared out by Kansas City, and Omaha regroups at center ice. They'll dump it right back in to keep the play on side. McLean chasing after it behind Stetzer. 3 minutes remaining in the contest. McLean trying to play it out. He gets over to JC. JC trying to chip it through some traffic, but it's poke check at the last second by Omaha. They keep it in. Stick save by Stetzer after the quick shot. Barron skates it up the right side. Trying to get around some traffic. Barron through some traffic. Playing 5 minutes remaining. Number 59 maybe. 59 for Omaha goes off. Hargadon to take the face off with Howard and JC on the wings. Weisner and Barron are your defenders. Hargadon wins the face-off back to the right point. Back over to the left point. Barron looking for a snapshot. Quick shot on target. Shot, second goal attempt, and it's tucked in. Quick shot by Barron. Rebound tucked in, I believe. Was that Crosby? Did he get that second one, or was it Hargadon? Crosby's second goal of the game. Quick shot by Barron. Rebound is not corralled. Came right back out. Kansas City tucks in to go up 3-1. That negates the power play. Teams are back to full strength, but more importantly, Kansas City goes up with a 2-goal lead, just over 2 minutes remaining. Hargadon playing it around some traffic down low, looking for a centering pass. JC and Howard in the slot. Hargadon trying to wrap around. Stuffed by the Omaha goalie, had a stick right there to block it. Covered up for a face-off. Phillips back on D with Weisner. Hargadon to take the face-off with JC and Howard. Omaha wins the face-off. They'll play it back off the boards behind their own net. Omaha breaks it out the far side across center ice into the Kansas City zone. Moragas for Omaha. Poke check by Weisner, disrupts that. Loose puck comes back, shot, kicked aside. It might have actually got redirected out of the crease by an Omaha skate. Kansas City clears it out. Weisner plays it up to Howard. Howard tried to dump it in, got a poke check at the last second before he could pull the trigger. Weisner behind the net with JC. JC comes away with it, trying to chip it ahead. Hargadine has it now. Hargadine sauces it back to Phillips on the point. Phillips plays it back down low to Hargadine. Hargadine, good puck movement over to Weisner. Landon Weisner, snap shot, tip just wide. Good puck movement by Kansas City and a good tip drill. Puck on the near side. Howard and Hargadine tied up. Trying to dig it out. Phillips on the point if they can dig it out of there. Howard comes away with it. Trying to play it back down low. Poke check though as he was trying to pull the trigger. Omaha rushing the other direction. Just over a minute remaining in the contest. Good back check by Kansas City. Hargadine disrupts the rush and smacks it out of the zone. Omaha will have to reset. They dump it back in where Phillips picks up the loose puck. Phillips backhands it behind his own net off the boards. Picked up by Smith. Smith trying to clear it out. Kept in though by Omaha. Kansas City eventually clears it out and Allender comes away with it. Allender's got Johnson streaking. Empty net for Omaha. 50 seconds remaining. Powell and Hill back on D's. Extra attacker for Omaha. They'll skate it up through center ice. Allender lost an edge, but it's eventually cleared out by Powell. Johnson comes away with it. Quick shot by Allender, just off target. Might have hit an Omaha skate. Kicked aside. Omaha again trying to clear the zone. They bank it off the boards. Kansas City offsides here as it was shot right back in by Powell, but a couple KC players still streaking to get back out of the zone. 22 seconds on the arena clock remaining in the contest. Good bounce back win for Kansas City if this final score holds 3-1. A very tough Omaha team coming off 2 back-to-back tournament victories. I'm not sure they've lost a tournament game in the last couple tournaments. So definitely a quality win for Kansas City. Johnson keeps the play alive at the blue line. Omaha eventually chips it up and out of the zone, but it's corralled by Powell. He'll chip it down to buy some time. Offsides as Smith was trying to cut back and get on sides. 3 seconds remaining. That would just about do it. Right after the face-off. They wind the clock. Quick check right there at the face-off. Final whistle. Starts it with the victory. Kansas City 3-1 on game 2. 1-1 against Mavs Black here. A little chippy at times, but good hard-fought contest. A lot of these kids know each other. They played together in the summers. I'll leave it all on the ice here. KC done for the day today. The boys have a game scheduled tonight to go watch the college team, University of Nebraska Omaha, UNO Mavs, down at Baxter Arena. So we'll head there from here, and one more game tomorrow from the rink that's attached to Baxter Arena. 9:45 tomorrow morning, Omaha Mavs Red, their second team in the club, for the final friendly of the weekend. 3-1.